So yeah, welcome on everybody to episode 8 of the solo set from Beginner Spellbreaker. Today we're gonna start Ultimate here, and hopefully not die as well. Also, yeah, I again didn't check out like devotions, because I didn't really have time. But there are definitely like different devotions you can take starting right about now in Ultimate. Because as long as you don't have like defensive gear, you could go for more defensive devotions, right? You could try to like take stuff like even Obelisk of Men here, right? Like the 3 points at the like the 3 nodes at the bottom, like the 2 points to the left. These over here, they're not really that bad. I mean, I'll just have to like switch over from like reds to yellow a little bit. On the other hand, I don't really like, I don't really hate these fonts here either, to be honest. I think these are still fine. I mean, I would not, for example, need Ultos either. Like, Ultos is not, Ultos is good, but it's not like a must-have on melee cold damage characters, because you can just get Viper, right? And Viper has the same tier 3 RR. So, yeah, I could just get Viper instead, right? And then the most amount of red and blue would be 3 red, 6 blue for Murmur, right? We got like 3 blue from like Viper and Ghoul, we have already 5, right? And maybe you still go for 8 red because of Revenant. Or we go for Crown instead. And I like the only damage devotion would be Amatok. I could also like go for something like Light of Empyrean, right? On a Spellbreaker because of the damage reduction. Like Spellbreaker doesn't have damage reduction except for elemental damage reduction on the nullification, right? So maybe something like Light of Empyrean Spellbreaker could be a thing. I mean, you wouldn't benefit from this like % physical and fire damage bonuses. But the other nodes are pretty universal, I guess. Oh. Maybe I should try that. Either way.
Still, you please.
Act 1 to 2 in Ultimate shouldn't be that hard. I also have like all of my resistances maxed because as I checked earlier on Elite, right? I made sure to like have 25% overcap to all of these resistances on Elite already, so that when I go to Ultimate, I will not drop below 80%, right? So that is good as it stands.
You will need.
Right. Hey Rapbar, Wreckbar League, and Undo, how you guys doing? Welcome on, welcome on. By the way, I will probably start leveling the Reaper next week, right? The Reaper is gonna be next on the menu. Yo, Gobsmacked, welcome on, welcome on. It's gonna be a Aether Reaper, so it's either gonna use double. It's called the Herald from Configuration. Storm Herald? No, that's not Storm Herald, but you know which Herald I'm talking about, right? The Aether Herald, whatever its name is. So either it will use 2 of those swords, or daggers rather, or it will use only 1 of them and like 1 Theoden Scepter, right, for the default attack replacer. Currently it's using, I think, a Shard of Bernath as well for default attack replacer, at least in a Theorycraft. I will probably also use that first, like try that first, because Theoden's, I mean it's good, but Shard of Bernath actually got buffed, and the build also has some decent elemental to Aether conversion on top of like full pierce to Aether conversion, right? So Shard of Bernath shouldn't be that terrible as a default attack replacer, right? Let's save this guy, go back to Level Crossing, to Level Crossing here. You got the Dark Mode set on the Conjurer? Nice, man. Took like a whole day. I mean, yeah, depending on your RNG, it can either take like 1 hour or it can take like 20 hours, right? But I mean, yeah, you got it. So congrats. And like the longer you will need until you get it, the more other legendary items you will at least farm while doing that, right? So time's not like completely wasted at least. Did I max this out now? I did, right? Well, that's good. But yeah, I gotta like max out these points now. Shadow Dance, maybe Pneumatic Burst as well for the heal as well as the speed, right? I was playing PoE? No. I didn't play a single second since like 2018 or 17 whenever I tried it the last time. No. I was just busy doing some other stuff, but I don't really have time for PoE, to be honest. And the gaming time that I do have, I would like to invest into Grim Dawn right now. But yeah, maybe, I mean, I've been talking about this earlier, right? Maybe when like PoE 2 comes out, I'm gonna check back to PoE. I was busy GD stashing chars. I did check it out a little bit on Friday evening or Saturday. No, yeah, yesterday, right? Saturday. I did check some streams while doing some other stuff. Apparently, like, I don't know, two-handed. I was actually watching Malagant yesterday a little bit. He was playing PoE as well. So here in the old dump, I mean, if you're not interested in the new Mai from the boss here in this cave, which you should be if you're like playing a poison acid witch hunter, right? Or like dervish, but not when you're playing a spellbreaker, then that's really the only thing that can be of interest here, or maybe this is maybe the savage totem, right? Other than that, you just wanna zoom through this area to be honest. But yeah, apparently like two-handers are like a thing right now in PoE. I don't know. Some people play whatever slam that there is, or like Sunder, stuff like that, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have enough PoE expertise to tell you, like, to actually tell you guys what's good or bad in PoE right now. The league mechanic's kind of dumb. You don't like playing Farmville or Animal Crossing or whatever people call it. I think this league might be pretty good for like people who want to like think of concepts, right? Because you have to like also make a farm, like a harvesting concept, right? On top of all the other concepts that you usually do in PoE. So yeah, we got this ring here. It's actually a good ring, right? Slift Primer Ring and Ultimate. It's a level 70 ring with 31 Poison Rats, 20 Wit and 20 Elemental Rats in this case. I think it has like a small minimum max value between which it can roll or something. I'm not sure actually. And do I want to use this instead of the Band of Black Eyes though? I mean, I don't really want to give up on +2 Lethal Assault right now, right? Also, rings don't really have armor, so like higher level rings won't like have more armor anyway, so yeah, also this doesn't really have any damage, so I think actually Band of Black Eyes is still better. Let's just keep that. Or like keep both of those actually. I mean, yeah, we have what, hard capped Lethal Assault with the rings, right? That's actually crazy for this level. Still really crazy. So let's keep that. Conjurable, so good for Crucible? Yeah. I was actually surprised as well when I played. I think the last episode or something like that was the Crucible episode, right, for the Conjurer that I've made so far. Yeah, I was pretty surprised actually, how good it is. I mean, it's not like the super fastest, but it's easy to put together, right? It's also not super slow, it's like decent for like the items it has. And if you have better items, then obviously it will be even faster. But yeah, it's no like 4-minute or a 5-minute crucible build like GG forum builds, but I think the average player, or like 90% of players, or like 99% of players rather, are not really interested in that anyway. I mean, I think you still break even with like tributes on that build, so it's like still perfectly fine for like power farming the crucible run. Oh, you lost your Conjurer yesterday? Damn, man. F. Wait, how did you lose it? Where did you die to? Oh, like, what did you die to? You kill Lokar even without Dark Mod set? Holy shit, dude. Crazy. Yeah, they added green masses as well to... I mean, I already played a Witch Hunter around one of those, right? As you might have seen from my YouTube videos, right? There are like 2 green masses, right? There's one for cadence. There's one for like physical 200 cadence. Green Amaya, and then there's the Acid Amaya for Ring of Steel. That you can use either for Witch Hunters or Dervishes. To physical... Oh, to Zephrys? Yeah. Zephrys is always scary. I know, I never... Like, once you have debuffs on yourself and you're fighting Zephrys, I never face tank him. Like, doesn't matter which build, I just never face tank him anymore. I just run around like a chicken, trying to dodge all the rocks flying from above. They're like, Zephrys is just crazy strong. He's way too scary. Yeah, he's scarier than Morganath for sure. He's actually scarier than Morganath. He's probably like the scariest. I mean, he's not like the beefiest, but he's like, when it comes to like resistance reduction, damage potential, if you don't really know like which abilities to dodge, or like if you get hit trying to dodge, then yeah, I would say he's like the scariest mob in the entire like main campaign. Everything that's like not SR or not Crucible. Oh, the Rat Masons? What? Rat Masons? Wait, they're not 2-handers though. Wait, you were talking about 2-handers, right? Oh no, green. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, green mace. Oh, you mean the... yeah, they're 100s, right? Yeah. There's like an acid mace and a Vatrati mace, I think. Yeah, of course. Yeah. For some reason I was thinking of 200 maces, I don't know why. Oops. If you have the scrap and you don't want to go down here, you can do those, right? I probably will do it as well here. Because the flooded passage is only really interesting if you need, like, still need another devotion shrine on ultimate, or if you want to kill the Shambler, right? And you probably only want to kill the Shambler if you're like playing Force Wave, right? So if you're not playing Force Wave or Trojan Sky Shard, because then you would like to kill Raderatus, who's also in there, right? He's like behind the dynamite spot. Then you might as well just skip it, right? Yeah, for like that decay or ritualist probably. Or decay rather. Yeah, the other one's for like dervishes, I think, acid dervishes. It's pretty neat.
Move along.
Alright, so in Ultimate, I would honestly pretty much always side with Angram. But you can also like side with Duncan on, for example, Elite, and that's like with Angram on Ultimate. Or like if you have already sided with Duncan, like Angram on Normal and Elite, you could also side with Duncan in Ultimate. Because then like depending on which Smith bonus you want when you're crafting stuff, you could go to like Elite or Normal. Like it doesn't really matter on which difficulty you craft. It just matters at which Smith you craft, at least for actual items, right, that can roll affixes. Like it won't matter for components or for relics or other crafting materials, but it will matter for like weapons, armor, rings, etc. Duncan is like a meme version. I mean, he has like, what, flat DA now? That's not like too terrible. Like, flat DA can potentially be better than like percent physique in some cases, right? But then again, the values are pretty low for the flat DA that he can give you, right? It's still not great. But maybe in some cases you actually wanna craft with Duncan, but probably not. Okay, so yeah, let's put some more points into Shadow Dance first, actually. Great, put Duncan there so you can get you baited. You can, but why would you? Well, yeah. I'm just saying there is this possibility you can do that if you would like to. Tetris time? Tetris time? Already Tetris time? What is this? Papega. What do I even do here? I mean, I just go back and sell, right? What am I doing? Just go back and sell.
I need some
Play
time.
Vanilla Saboteur.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I mean, Vanilla Saboteur pre-nerfs was actually not bad. But right now, Vanilla Saboteur is probably pretty bad, yeah. Oh, that's actually a good ring, right? Ruby of Elemental Balance. Like, these rings are really good, actually. For breakers, like for solo self on breakers. If you can also find the blueprints for the mythical version. I believe the mythical version is like a blueprint, right? You could use that. Like 2 of them.
Well, I'll be.
Stop bully. Bully. Alright, I didn't kill the 2 elites here yet, right? Let's kill the 2 elites. Alright, we also gotta, yeah, just like use mirror print of right? Don't wanna die to random elites here. I mean, these are not random, but still. Don't wanna die to trash like that. So the main problem of the build right now is still that it has kinda low HP, right? And also we don't really have any damage reduction, like damage reduction debuffs. I mean, sure, we have good percent absorb. We don't really have nice flat absorb though. We have not the best armor right now because I'm still using Praetorian set. Praetorian set does give me, on the other hand, good physical resistance. So we are kinda okay-ish against like big chunks. Like big hits, right? Because of decent physicalness and decent percent absorb. We're kinda prone against like lots of smaller hits, like more sort of like a smaller successive hits, right? Hits in succession. Due to low armor and yeah, no flat absorb. Except for the diamond, right? I still have the diamond. The diamond can help me in situations. Some situations, right? Attuned lodestone has damage reduction. Wait, it actually has damage reduction? Wait, attuned lodestone has damage reduction? Wait, what? Wait, let me check that out. Yo, Basco, welcome, welcome. That quest even worth it? I mean, it gives XP, right? And XP is pretty good on... Like, quest XP is pretty good on Ultimate, right? But yeah, maybe it's not worth it, I don't know. I just usually do all the side quests because I think all of them are worth it, to be honest. Except for maybe Tyrant's Hold. Yeah, I like XP as well, so I would just do it, to be honest. Yo, Fallen, welcome on, welcome on. They added it last patch. Oh, they added last damage reduction to attuned lodestone last patch. Oh, hey, yeah, I definitely gotta check that out. Actually, didn't have that on my radar right now. You wanna make sure to have 3 fabrics here in the abandoned waterfront, right? So we have that. %. I know it's decent, but it's not really amazing. I mean, you could also use the Oleron's Blood, right? Oleron's Blood is actually not bad for that either. You could use like Shadow Baronoth and Oleron's Blood. Right. Doesn't Oleron's have like 24% damage reduction or something like that even? Fucking poison, dude. Hey RS, welcome on, welcome on. The Shrine Ultimate can be scary, so be prepared, right? Be prepared to use a preemptive mirror if necessary. No, maybe not. Before RIP. Maybe next year. I think I already got the Oleron's Blood blueprint, right? That is like very easy to get. You just buy it from like one of the faction vendors. Do you get attuned lodestone the same way? Maybe. Maybe it's like a faction vendor item as well. But yeah, 10% is kinda low. I don't know. If it was like 15%, I would probably use it. Not playing PoE. Are you playing PoE though, Renan? Are you actually playing PoE? That was a work one. Yo, Polly, welcome on, welcome on. I don't know why people would think that I would play PoE. I guess because everybody does, but I don't. At least not this league, and not the next one either, probably. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a meme. Oh, it's still dead. Our egg, they're looking into it, right? You brought it to the shop? Do you have any updates on like what is actually broken? Is it just the power supply or something else? Hmm. Okay. That doesn't sound good. But I hope it can be fixed and will be fixed soonish and won't cost you too much time and money. So why would I play a Tencent game, right? I actually looked up Tencent like yesterday. I don't know why, I just did it. And apparently they also own 80% of Grinding Gear Games, right? Ever since like 2018. I actually didn't know that. I mean, I guess most of you people did, but QE is actually Tencent now. Or like since 2 years already. Am I blessed? What do you mean blessed? Am I bright today? I just like the light from outside, I guess. Just it's kind of bright today compared to, say, the last time I streamed. That's true. 10 cent. Yeah, they're worth more than 10 cent though. They're like both of your PCs dying at the same time. Ren and Adios feels bad, man. Computer can't run with high settings. My grimtools. Wait, I'm running at medium, I think. Yeah, medium to high sometimes. Not on like ultra. I think the game still looks fine on like medium to high. Don't really need like super high or ultra. I mean, whenever I see, for example, Mike play the game, I do notice like a small difference. I do notice that his game does look a little bit nicer than mine. But other than that, I think it still looks fine, I guess. What, type 2? Yeah, 10 cent. Just like Tencent, but like written together. The 86.67% Tencent, yeah. I mean, I only know Tencent because of Riot Games. Like I used to play lots of League of Legends, and well, Riot Games is like basically 100% owned by Tencent ever since, I don't know, years ago, 2011 or something like that, right? Really is Tencent, yeah. So either way, Warden Krieg and Ultimate. Honestly, we're still a breaker, right? We still have huge execution damage, so the fight shouldn't take too much longer than normal, right? Just kill him. And they funded Wilson? Yeah, they did actually. They actually did, yeah. Oh yeah, I should like catch up with these side quests, right? I didn't do any of these side quests, whoops. I just rushed to Krieg and kill them. Which is always possible. But yeah, I should do these side quests as well. Don't forget about the side quests, guys. They're actually pretty useful. Wait, you're using a website for backups instead of like a local... like a local external drive? I'm not sure if I will do that, but maybe I'm just too boomer to use websites for backups. Oh, you don't have any local? No, okay. Why not both? I mean, what's the point of like doing it locally when you're giving all of your own information to other people anyway already, right? Like if you do it online, you might just as well do it online, just like only online, right? Unless you like don't trust the website wherever you're uploading stuff, and the website, like you don't trust the website, like not with like looking into your data, because they probably will do it anyway, right? But rather when it comes to like securing your data, right? You don't have any personal information in there? Okay. I mean, yeah. If you're using Windows, right? If you have any personal information on your computer, then Windows knows it anyway, right? Kinda. So I shouldn't be like too worried about like giving information to other websites on top of it. I mean, I guess I should, because then not only Windows, like Microsoft, but also other companies know all of my information. Also, yeah, these shrines, like this Forsaken, I mean, yeah, like Forsaken and Ancient shrines are definitely scarier than normal shrines, obviously. I mean, there are like 3 tiers, right? You have normal, Forsaken, and then Ancient. Ancient's like the highest tier. And these Forsaken, and especially Ancient shrines, can be pretty scary in Ultimate, so whenever you click on these, make sure you're not gonna regret them, like regret clicking on them, right? So be prepared, kite them around a bit if necessary, right? Don't try to like facing all of them at once, and stay inside of all the development pools, so just make sure you don't die, right? And if you're not comfortable enough doing that, just don't click them, right? Or like run around after clicking them, like run away after clicking them. Yeah, I wish I had them earlier as well, man. I know I'm kind of slow with all this GG basic stuff and like doing videos in general. I'm kind of slow with all that stuff, and I know I'm kind of late to the party. But yeah, thank you so much for the bets anyway. Very much appreciated for the 200 bets, Mechanic Engineer, and welcome back, welcome back. I regretted clicking on Grim down, now I'm addicted again. I'm using Windows, they're connected to my balcony. Come on, guys.
Be like, come see what's left of my wares.
What do you mean you're using Windows to look outside of your room? What? What? What about these? Rift Hound lag ramps. Pretty good. What about this? Mark of the Nymph? I mean, what am I saying pretty good? I mean, these are both pet stats, right? So they're garbage for me right now. They're not good at all. Okay, that stuff's garbage. And this is some more garbage. I should like, what did I say? I should like look at chests, right? I should look at chests and pounds, right? I shouldn't just set everything. This is still like level 50 pounds with like trash armor, right? Yeah. I shouldn't just say garbage and set everything at once, right? Same thing for boots. Wait, I had like good boots though, like good blue boots, right? But I kinda need to get augments for that stuff, right, first. Pyromancer's Readiness is garbage. That's actually garbage. Audit of Tormented Souls is, well, pretty bad as well, right? Nightblades of Arcane Lore, though. 12% reduction to all attribute requirements. That's interesting. Not really something I need on a Spellbreaker, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's just trash.
See you around.
SR Satellite, yeah.
What do you want?
Let's let him explain himself. On Ultimate List. Because if you let him explain himself, he's gonna spawn again in the Cronley dungeon, right? Cronley's gang dungeon, whatever it's called. 4 hills inside, right? Inside the 4 hills, the dungeon. And then he's gonna be like an additional boss there whenever you do Cronley rounds. And that will help you gain Cronley infamy if you would like to become Nemesis status with the Cronley's gang, right? So that's pretty good. So you should not kill him actually on Ultimate List.
That's good there, because that's the Warden's defeat. So you before.
Okay.
I cannot speak.
Oh. Okay, let's go here real quick. I am just gonna do the first quest and nothing else, because Act 7 on Ultimate is pretty scary, and you should not do Act 7 this early, I would say. It can be very rippy, at least on hardcore. I mean, if you're playing softcore, I mean, feel free to do whatever you would like to. But if you're playing hardcore, then I would not recommend you to do this act at this stage of the game. Also, you don't really need any items from this part, that, like from this act that badly on a Spellbreaker, to be honest. So yeah, there's not really any incentive to like go here and actually do these quests this early on.
The emissary.
Alright, but we can do the small side dungeon, right? The Depraved Sanctuary. Repeating yourself from Conjurer around the cup. I mean, yeah, maybe some people are not watching. I mean, yeah, you're obviously trolling, but obviously I do want to repeat most basic stuff, because people might only be interested in a Spellbreaker series and not in a Conjurer series, because they think Conjurer is boring, for example. Hey Empirical Champ, welcome on, welcome on. I'm new to Grimdawn and I'm working on a Soldier Necromancer build. It seems pretty good. I mean, yeah, Death Knight is a pretty solid starter, I would say. It's definitely easy to play, easy to build. Has the Creek set as a target farmable endgame set that you can also like start farming in Elite. You don't even have to farm it in ultimate, right? So yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad at all. Aether Sigil. Aether Sigil Kabbalist. I mean, couldn't you combine that with the Clairvoyant set even and do like Aether, Sigil, Doombolt, Reap Spirit, Kabbalist? I guess it could work, right? Maybe. How many hours do I have in Grand Dawn? I have like... Wait, let me check. Is it 3.4k already? It is... Grand Dawn. Actually no, it's 3,332 hours now. But yeah. There are more to come. Because the game still has more content, right? Or like more updates. It will have another patch after the one that we got like, what, 3 weeks ago. It's not gonna happen like anytime soon, like not in this month or like next month. Probably like either, I don't know. I guess it's gonna be like in September or something, right? Maybe August, maybe October. Let's see. How do you get pets? There are many different pets in this game. There are player-scaled pets and pet-scaled pets, right? The pets that I have right here, like the skeletons and these these blade spirits, they're both player-scaled pets, so they're not really like true pets. They just scale with my bonuses, right? This is a blade spirit. This is an ability from Nightblade, and the skeletons spawned from the Raise the Dead devotion from, yeah, like this devotion here, right? It's like a devotion. Then there are also true pets, which only scale with like pet bonuses, right? And the Occultist class, the Shaman class, and the Necromancer class has those kind of pets. Such as like skeletons from Necromancer, right? And on top of that, you can also get some like pets from some items, like again other devotions, or I think that's basically it, right? I mean, yeah, from devotions, gear, or masteries. I mean, those are like the 3 factors of this game anyway.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I wanna use these? Probably not, right? I mean, do I wanna use all of these non-one-handed legendaries? Probably not. I mean, Crimson Spike is not a bad weapon, honestly. It's not bad at all. But it doesn't really fit a cold breaker, right? It's very nice for like Vitality, high plates, but it doesn't really fit here at all. Oh, I can't dismantle yet because I didn't do the downmount quest, right? Yeah, we gotta do, like, we gotta get some... We gotta get some, what's it called? Dynamite from Act 2. Nice, rapport. Congrats. Yo, Ground Zero, how are you? Welcome on, welcome on. You made a Chaos Sigil character the other day. Doctorate at the moment. I guess, yeah. Whenever you Shadow Strike in here, like you might have noticed this, right? I was Shadow Striking in here and I immediately pressed my mirror because there are so many like things hitting you here at the same time, and if you have bad or not the best armor, then all of those abilities, like projectiles hitting you at the same time, can hurt you quite a bit. So yeah, make sure to not die to that stuff. Alright, let's check out ground zeros, or rather red power leagues, my bad. Build real quick. This is a chaos. Nice build. Let me try again. I think it's just a page that's bugging out, maybe not. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Maybe like try making a new, link. Leveling a battle mage with bald arc. Was so smooth. Even faster than Force Wave. Yeah, Blade Arc's not bad for leveling at all. I think it's not faster than Force Wave. It has like better single target damage though. Which is why when I'm playing like a soldier and I like want to only use soldier for leveling, I usually use both, right? I use Force Wave and Blade Arc actually. I use like both with the transmitter, and I only use like Blade Arc as like an additional single target nuke. And other than that, I'll just spam Force Wave. That's like how I usually would do soldier only leveling. And also, yeah, Force Wave did get nerfed a little bit for leveling, but only like a small bit. I think it's still fine for leveling. It's not bad at all. Just not quite as good as it used to be. I mean, that said, if you like spam blade, like using spam blade arc for leveling, right? I would hate to like have to like walk like behind, like walk, like chase enemies, right? Whenever you like knock down enemies with it, right? I would use normal spam blade arc a lot more if the like knockdown was only attached to the transmitter. Was actually attached to the base skill, right? I don't know, I don't like that part. Maybe that's just like a personal thing though. Maybe you guys like it actually. War Cleaver good buff, that's punch as well. I mean, yeah, true. So I guess the Stone Fist Rebuke Force Waves is like a little bit worse for leveling. And Obsidian War Cleaver might be better for leveling. But isn't like Mythical Stone Fist Rebuke still like crazy good for leveling? For endgame? I mean for endgame, not for leveling. I mean yeah, for endgame I think actually Force Wave. I mean knockdown and knockback's like the same thing, Grim Dawn, right? Because whenever I was using it and it knocked down enemies, they were like, I don't know, they were knocked back, definitely. Like, they get definitely knocked back. Like I had to like walk towards the enemy after knocking them down. Like the character was not standing still. But maybe, I don't know. I thought it was just a little bit annoying. Bug. Alright, let's continue here. We are somewhere in this Spine Cove cave, right? Oh, yeah, I just killed the guy with the useless shield, right? This one. Radleth, Barrels, Thurn, Radleth, right? And yeah, again, why would you play... Wait, Off-Shaded Ring has +2 Nightshell on top, right? This is +4 Nightshell. That's like such a good roll, right? It's actually a really good roll. But I probably still can't use it. Because, first of all, why would you play a shield on a breaker, right? When you can just play 2 weapons and have more physical resistance through dual blades and also way more damage, right? And then second of all, it tries to be a OFF shield. And it has code RR to OFF, which doesn't seem that bad, but it doesn't have freeze RR to OFF, right? If you don't have freeze RR to OFF, you still can't freeze bosses. And then it's gonna be useless against everything but trash, right? And you really like wanna wear a shield that doesn't allow you to dual wield, just to be like able to freeze, like to have more cold damage and more cold resistance reduction to trash, which you're gonna like one shot anyway, and have like less physical resistance as well as less damage against single targets, like bosses. I don't know, the shield is just so trash, to be honest. I don't even know how good it, like, I can't even say how bad it is, it's so bad actually. Yeah, it's like probably one of the, if not the worst item that they added actually. I thought it's gonna be the Ragrathar's horn, but that actually had the Pierce to Cold conversion, which was good for some specific builds, which got nerfed by the way and removed, so I guess it's back to trash. But yeah, that might actually be the worst item that they added. Dual shields, cup. Alright, so this guy, Balthazar here, very scary in ultimate as well. You wanna use a preemptive mirror against this guy because that's gonna use his first blade arc and force wave, which he's gonna use alongside all the other guys shooting at you into your mirror and reflect to himself. And also you're not gonna take any damage, right? So that's great. And after that, well, the trash around him will already be dead, right? So you're not gonna take any damage anymore. Like any damage from trash, which might actually not be that trash. And yeah, that's like how you kill him, right? Because otherwise he can be very scary. And reflect with mirror? Wait, did I change that? Oh, they actually did change it. That's, yeah, that got changed like a long time ago. Whoops. Yeah, like it used to reflect like, but that's like probably like 2 years ago. Yeah, does this reflect anymore as well? No, it only retaliates now, right? Yeah, I forgot. They actually removed all the reflect in the game. Like pretty much all of the reflect. I forgot. I mean, either way, you're not gonna take any damage from his force wave or blade arc, right? Oh yeah, Mark of Torment still has reflect, right? But it's such a tiny amount that it doesn't matter anyway. It's so weird though, like why did they remove the retaliation, or like the reflect from Blade Barrier and Mirror, right? But they kept it on Mark of Torment. It's called Mark of Torment. Still wait for bleeding build buff. Why would you buff bleed? Bleed is pretty strong. Or like which bleeding build are you talking about? Hey Osterius, welcome on. Yo Kerplunk, how are you, man? Yeah, just follow your heart, it will help you. Let's go back and talk to this guy.
There. Yes, it. Yes, there's.
Oh, I don't have dynamite? Wait, what?
Something you like.
By the way, when are you gonna play some Grim Dawn again, Kerplunk?
Put it to good use.
I thought you were doing pretty well, actually. I mean, you died to like
You were there.
the
We
boss
have
that
to hit
everybody
them
died
hard
to,
and
right?
fast.
So it's not really that bad. Except Trickster. Why does bleed water trash? Yo, Mustafino. Welcome on, welcome on. Grim Dawn soon? What, actually soon? Pog. Nice.
Keep your.
Alright. I put these points here again, right? Yeah, yeah. I definitely want a soft carpet, right? As I did now. Hard capping is not as effective, like the hard cap points aren't as good. They only give you, like they don't give you like additional dodge per point anymore, only like per 2 or 3 points I believe. Okay, this guy by the way, make sure to mirror his overhead slam, right? Yeah, that one. Other than that, just get him. And you're a Spellbreaker, so you will have lots of damage. And then we're gonna put more points into the pneumatic burst, right? Also Boris. Well, can be maybe a little bit scary. Sometimes. Not today though. Mythical Shade Leather. Wait, these are good, right? Yeah, I want to use this at level 82, so like next level. So what will I lose here? I will lose plus 2 lethal assault, that's fine. I will gain like lots of armor. I will also lose poison and chaos rust. And that might be bad. Yeah, that is actually terrible. But once I am revered with some factions, we can just get armor augments, right? And fix our resistances that way. So how far away am I from being revered with some guys that actually I can use, like with some guys whose augments I can actually use? Well, I'm revered with these guys, right, but I can't use their augments yet. Homestead is revered actually. We're gonna be there soon. Yeah, not really soonish, but it's only Homestead, what the heck. He's bad, man. Maybe I should actually farm some Devil's Crossing reputation of some bounties. Some new slasher RPG game? No, it's just the Grim Dawn. Just vanilla Grim Dawn. Yeah, like Forgotten Gods is just a DLC, yeah, it's like a DLC for Grim Dawn. Like it's not really like a small DLC, it's like a fully fledged expansion pack, right? It's like a new mastery, new act. It's pretty good. And before that there was also the Ashes of Marmouth expansion pack, right? Which is just as good, or even better actually. So yeah, if you haven't played Grim Dawn in a while, and you haven't checked out these DLCs yet, I can definitely recommend you the Ashes of Malmouth and the Forgotten Gods DLCs. Those are both great, add lots of content. It's not like Titan Quest expansion, which is just a side quest. I know, right? Titan Quest versus Wolfson, go. I mean, come on. Titan Quest is not that bad. You should even compare those two. Oh wait, there's a totem here actually. Let's do the totem as well. Omega Wilson. W Omega Wilson. Wait, does it say normal totem and it spawned like... It's actually pretty scary for a normal totem. For a not even Forsaken or Ancient totem. The fuck? Yeah, like these crabs can be super annoying. Be careful around these crabs. So many items though. Totems are so good in Ultimate, or like in any difficulty actually, to get decent loot for leveling or like other stuff, right? Yeah, so 7 is pretty easy now, right? You just farm totems. My favorite game is Minesweeper. Nice. So yeah, here we meet Dareni again, because we didn't kill him at Devil's Crossing. And he will give us some additional infamy for the Crown's gang faction, right? It's pretty handy. Oh wait, Kasparov needs 3 dynamite. Holy shit, he's pretty demanding. Shout out Kasparov. Thought he only needs like 1 or 2. It's actually 3. I mean, that's fine though. You got some decent amounts of dynamites here in these mines, right? Hi Dakota, welcome in, welcome. Konbanwa. Chocolate ice cream. Dude, what? It's like so cold here still. I don't know, where's summer, dude? What is summer? It was like warm for like 1 week.
Soap. Mornay's, isn't it?
Now it's kinda cold
Isn't
again.
it on?
Oh, just die, right? Once he puts up his bubble, just nullify it, right? Like this. And you just kill him. So once you take too much damage from the ground damage from his Aether stuff, just use mirror. And there he is down, right? Why am I watching a weep streamer? Fueless Saber. That's not a bad Nightblade weapon. But honestly, like nothing beats Markadar swords except for maybe Wonder, like Beacon of the Winter's Veil. Like this one is not bad. Or like there's the other one that has like +1 Nightblade as well. Crescent Moon, right? Crescent Moon is also really good. But I think Crescent Moon is like a blueprint that you have to find or something. So if you find that blueprint, you can also like craft and use Crescent Moon. If you don't though, then probably like double Markadar is like the best. Or Chest Rise, right? Chest Rise are also really good. But Chest Rise are like pretty hard to get while leveling, I would say. They don't drop as nicely as Markadar's weapons. Do you want the brownie warmed up? I don't know, people want it to cool down or what? No, they don't ask you that anymore, with the hands. No more warm brownies. Wait, if they heat it in, I mean, they're not gonna like heat the brownies enough to like kill the viruses, right? Yeah, it's just like warming. Doesn't really do shit against Corona. 30 degrees now? Dang. Oh, it's like 20 today. It's actually not too bad today compared to like the last couple of days. 20 is not too bad. It's fine. But it's not really like hot summer in it, like either. Are you gonna get Google Drive to upload all your stuff? Adios. Or which website are you gonna use? These guys are reflective, they can actually reflect unless you nullify them, right, and I actually messed it up. So yeah, we gotta be a little bit careful here. And actually use my circuit breakers here, Ghoul and Prismatic Diamond, to heal myself back up. That's a little bit sketchy here. But don't forget that you have those circuit breakers. Don't like completely panic and run away, because if you just run away, or like try to run away while being stuck, and your circuit breakers proc, but you don't use that timing to actually attack the enemies, then you won't heal for a shit, right? Like you won't heal at all. So yeah, if you proc, then you should keep on attacking. It takes some getting used to, but yeah, that's like the way you have to play around on a Nightblade. Or like any melee character actually. So do I want to use these? These are actually not bad. Do I want to use these? Probably not over the other blues, right? They don't really fit the build at all. But I could use these runes singed, whatever they're called. Right, these are not terrible. They also have attack speed, aether resistances, elemental resistances, +3 elemental awakening. They don't give me like +2 lethal assault though, which is obviously better than elemental awakening. Sorry, but the rune singed also has more armor and % spirit and % DA, which Ice Talons does not have. Maybe. We'll see.
Time well spent.
Just nullify them? I mean, yeah. Just nullify them would have been the right thing to do, but I actually missed. I actually missed my nullify. Or like I used it before I actually saw that there is a reflect guy in there. Should we not just use it randomly there actually? Oh well. Called booby drive. I definitely should try to get higher armor values though, at like level 82. How far away am I here with the Devil's Crossing? It's still like 5k, right? I haven't handed in those quests though, right? So there's some quests to do here. Like some quests to hand in rather. Let's use a bleed build against reflect. I mean, bleed is not as bad against reflect as internal trauma is. Like internal trauma is real bad against reflect. That can be really scary. Yeah, exactly, right. With understand. Like, I mean, it still does matter a lot, but it's not like any scarier than say a Frostburn build or a Electrocute build or a yeah, like any other dot build except for internal trauma. What is that, another one? Oh no, that's the other one actually. That's not the same as Shade Leather. This one is Shadow Weave. Shadow Weave. How do you even say that? Shadow Weave? Shadow Weave, okay. Shadow Dance and Frozen Core. It's like the worst brother of this, right? Probably. Like the more, it's more defensive maybe. Right, let me compare the two properly. This one has Cunning and melee dodge, right? Like the melee dodge is pretty good actually. Also Fizziness. This one has also melee dodge, but like less, no Fizziness. Okay, better like better types of resistances though. Like Wit and Chaos is better than Elemental, because like 2 is greater than 1, right? On the other hand, this has physical and elemental, so like physical and elemental is probably better than wit and chaos, right? Movement speed, this one doesn't have movement speed, this one has cunning, this one has, well, no cunning, but away instead. And if you're not playing Pierce, then away is probably better than cunning, right? If you're playing Pierce, then this one is definitely better, right? Playing cold, then this one is probably still worse, actually. Still mortal after the nerfs. I mean, probably. It's like a little bit worse. Like it has like what 12% damage reduction instead of 15, I think, on some items. But then again, like some other items like Nightbringer still have. No, Nightbringer. Yeah, Nightbringer got nerfed a bit, right? But and Bloody Pox damage reduction got nerfed, right? Those two got nerfed a little bit. But I think with Nightbringer, the actual damage reduction on the proc did not get nerfed, right? So, yeah, as long as you hit enemies with the proc of your Nightbringer, which obviously is not very... like, easy to guarantee that, right? Unless you're, like, fighting one single enemy, like Ravager or something like that all the time. So if you can guarantee that, right, you still have like the same amount of damage reduction. If you can't guarantee that, then you have like, what, 12% instead of 15%? Which is still good, like it's not really that much less. So yeah, overall I think they're still fine, to be honest. They should still be fine. Still be almost as immortal as before. I mean, also the Dark One Sit got nerfed a little bit. It has like a little bit less damage now on the proc, right? It's like 150 instead of 250. So you lost like 100% vitality damage there, which is noticeable maybe, but not like crazy bad or anything. Like it's still good, right? Hey Lux, how you, man? Yeah, if you die, then you die. If you die in hardcore, then you die in real life. I mean, and like your character will die no matter where you die in hardcore. I don't know if dying in real life is pog though. I don't think that's very pog. I wouldn't say that's that amazing. Why did the Sean meme get big so all of a sudden? I don't know. I actually didn't know the meme. I don't even know what it was from before seeing the sound in Crookman's stream. I don't even know it existed actually. Like I only know Shaun the Sheep, and I thought it's like Shaun the Sheep at first. But apparently it's not even Shaun the Sheep, it's like some video game character called Shaun or something. I have no idea, dude. I don't even understand that meme, to be honest, but I thought it was pretty funny to like spam Shaun in Kirkman's chat. Yeah, I know, right? Shaun the Sheep, that's like a German thing, I know. Shaun das Schaf. It's from the game Heavy Rain, where it rains heavily. Yeah, Kerplunk has the video, yeah. I actually watched it already. But, I guess I do understand it now. Kinda. Or like I should have understood it now. Alright, this guy has a unique drop called Carrion's Spellbreaker and also a unique component drop called Carrion's Shattered Soul, which we didn't get. Feels bad, man. Also, the shrine is a cold stone, which you could craft and like do the shrine then. I'm just gonna skip it because I'm too lazy to go back and I don't really need the devotion points anyway, right? So where do I put my points now? I could put points into like pneumatic bursts for speed and, well, heal, right? I could put them here for crit. I could put them here for CDR on mirror. I could put them here for CDR on nullification. Or I could put them here for like spirit and away. And spirit is also HP, kinda on the way around. So maybe no focus is not too bad. It's not really like lots of HP as you can see. It's like 30 HP for like 2 points, but still. It's not terrible either, right? Let's do this for now. Isn't Carrion's weapon kinda bad? Yeah, it's kinda bad, I mean, the weapon is not bad, it's more like one-handed fire strike, like one-handed melee fire strike. Is not like in the best spot, right? Because like two-handed and ranged have the... Oh no, never mind, actually one-handed melee does have a... I don't know, maybe the modifier, like there's a transmitter actually, not a modifier, like a transmitter for fire strike for one-handed melee, right? And maybe that one is not that great. Maybe that's why like one-handed melee fire strike is not great. I don't know. I think fire strike kinda needs a buff anyway. So maybe like buff the fire strike line a little bit. Leave the one-handed transmitter the same way and like nerf the two-handed transmitter a little bit. Maybe that would be a way to like buff Prime Strike overall. Not sure. Next is better. For... Wait, for fire strike? Like Carrion's is a fire strike weapon though, right? But it's nextly... Wait, don't you like play Nex and Ortus if you play both of them? Like if you play Nex, don't you like play Nex and Ortus then? They won't buff unless Madly cries. They do buff plenty of stuff, even if you guys cry, right? Doesn't always have to be Madly crying, right? But yeah, maybe Nex is even better than Carrion's, maybe. Not sure. I mean, does add like more weapon damage though, right? Yeah, 25% more weapon damage to Fire Strike. I mean, if you get like sick affixes, it shouldn't be that bad. Unless Fire Strike is bad, right? Death Knights of Readiness, I mean, that's not great, right? Wait, I am level 82, right? But I'm still not revered with damage crossing, so... Yeah, let me go to the next Rift Gate here, right? And then we're gonna farm some... Devil's Crossing reputation, right? Or maybe I should just go all the way to Homestead, right? I should just rush to Homestead, because Homestead also has armors. Should probably do that. Let's just rush to Homestead then. Once I'm at Homestead, I'm gonna reassess the situation and use armor augments finally. You can use armor augments as early as level 70, right? If you are actually revered with some enemies, like as some allies. And you should probably prioritize that a little bit more than I did. But if your resistances are still fine with the gear that you're using, then you don't need to prioritize that badly. But now at level 82 I want to use these different pants, and I can't because of resistance problems. And I wouldn't have those resistance problems if I had access to those armor augments, right? That's gonna be an ancient one, right? That's gonna be scary. This totem here on ultimate is gonna be the first ancient totem we're gonna do, right? I think. So we got some trolls in here. So either we wanna like make sure to CC them all the time, or not get hit by the overhead slams, right? Well, maybe it's not that scary. Just kill them, right? Just see them and kill them. Explain ancient totem. Oh yeah, right, you haven't played with totems yet, right? Have you? Totems are a new feature added to the game in patch 1.1.6. So actually like the patch prior to the last one. And all of those totems can spawn like random. I mean, they have like some fixed spawn locations. Usually like a totem spawn is part of a like 2 to 4 or 5 spawn location group, and the totem's gonna like spawn in one of those 2 to 5 or 4 spawn locations, right? And well, you can click on those totems and then like kill enemies, and then you will get loot, right? And it's actually like one of the best ways to get loot now, especially while leveling. For endgame, I mean, sure, there are definitely like still some other better ways of getting loot, but these are pretty like doable, I would say. They're not like super hard to do, and it can also be done while leveling. And they also have some like totem specific loot, at least like later in like level 94 plus on ultimate. And there are like 3 tiers of totems. There are ancient, Forsaken, and just standard totems. They don't have like any name except for like the faction that they belong to. And like the normal ones are like not that hard, Forsaken a little bit harder, and ancient ones are like supposed to be the hardest. But also they have like some RNG within that tier, so like sometimes a Forsaken totem can be like a little bit harder to do than an ancient totem and so on, right? Yeah, like ancient savage totem, for example, means that like savage is like the beast faction, right? So these will only like spawn elites and monsters from like hero mobs and normal mobs from like the beast faction, right? And there are, I believe, totems for pretty much every enemy faction now, except for like Kronit's gang. So they're like ethereals, ethereal vanguard as well. I mean, there's like kind of like the same totem though. Yeah, ethereal is like one totem for those two. It's like one totem. Then you have Arkovian Undead called the Spirit Totems. Then you have the Savage Totems for the beasts, right? The whatever they're called, like Chthonian Totems for the Chthonians, right? And like a Coven or like Eldritch Totem for the Eldritch Horrors, so like from the Act 7 guys. Yeah, Vigil and Commons Chosen don't have a totem, but yeah, pretty much all of the factions except for like Vigil and Commons Chosen or Kronit's gang have a totem now. That's pretty cool. Like you can check out the like spawn locations on grimtools.com/map as well, right? If you like are interested in like knowing farming routes, etc. Volrok the Destroyer, I mean, he's a big troll. Like big trolls, you wanna make sure to dodge their overhead slams because they can hurt a lot. He also has a new MI, right? A new most frequent called the Volrok's Crusher. So if you're playing physical cadence, for example, on especially a Warder, then that's pretty good. what you call me. Perhaps. Yeah, I like the totem system a lot because it adds content for like pretty much all stages of the game. Right? It will be good at like level 1 or like level 5 or 10 whenever you meet like your first totem, because you can like get some pretty decent gear there already. And later, and like throughout leveling, they're like a great source of items and like some additional challenge. And for endgame, they have like some specific items that have like a, well, they're not really like totem exclusive legendaries, but there are some legendaries that have like a higher chance to like drop from specific totems. So like each totem type has like 2 totem specific legendaries kinda. That's pretty nice as well for endgame farming. And also for endgame, I would say they're like a little bit easier than roguelike dungeons, or like at this, like around the same level as like the easier roguelike dungeons, such as like Steps of Torment, right? Yeah, around the same difficulty level. So they're pretty nice. Yo, Demigod, how you, man? Welcome on, welcome on. Yeah, I was just talking about like melee fire strike, like melee one-hand fire strike. But yeah, Void Spire, Chaos Fire Strike one-hand should be pretty good, I guess. I don't know, I haven't tried it. No idea how good or bad it really is, but it seems decent on paper, I guess. Oh yeah, also for farming blueprints, totems are really good for farming blueprints as well. That's true, yeah. It's like one of the best ways to farm blueprints now as well. If not the best. Because if you need to farm blueprints, then you are probably not like fully decked out anyway, right? So you can't really do like blueprint farm in like SR or Crucible. So yeah, it's probably like more blueprint efficient than say a roguelike dungeon even. What's better for a Vit build, Wendigo or Bat? Why not both? It depends on the... It depends a lot, like on the remaining devotions, I would say. I eat crackers, so can you speak louder, please? What's wrong with my cam? Why is it super shiny now? What the heck? Oh yeah, it became super bright outside. And the automatic cam thingy is Pepe Garrett. Wait, it's even... Wait, why is it so bright? Holy shit. There we go. This should be fine. Super tight on points. I mean, if it's really between those two, no other things considered, on a Vitality build, I would say Wendigo is better than Bat, because Wendigo is like a tier 2 devotion, but it's like a tier 1 devotion, right? But also because of that, using Bat instead of Wendigo might make it like possible for you to like use some other devotions on top instead of those that you can like combine with Wendigo. And because of that, Bat might be better. But like, if you just compare the two devotions as they stand, then obviously like Wendigo is better because it's like a tier 2 devotion. If I grab, yeah, see, like, if because of that, for example, Bat might actually be better than Wendigo. Like, generally speaking, because of that, I tend to use Bat more often than Wendigo on my Vitality builds, or like on builds in general. I think Bat is kind of like a must-have, and Wendigo is like a thing you should try to get as well, especially when you're playing Vitality. I mean, yeah, when you're playing Vitality. But it's not like quite the must-have as bad is, because yeah, you could for example get some other devotions instead of Wendigo that might fit your build better right now, because you need like more defense, like via Watcher for example, right? I mean, ideally, as I said, like you should try to get both of them, but if you can't, and it's between like getting Wendigo or Bat and Watcher, then I would probably choose Bat and Watcher over Wendigo. Oh, basic attack Kabbalist. Ah, okay. Well, basic attack Kabbalists do make Wendigo better now though, because Wendigo has attack speed now. They added attack speed to Wendigo. Well, that would be like another bonus for Wendigo, right? Like another reason for you to go Wendigo instead of Bat. I mean, if you're playing a caster, you won't care about that, but if you're playing it like a default attack Kabbalist, then yeah, Wendigo is probably like a must-have now, because of the added attack speed. I'm not sure like how much attack speed you still need on that character, like if you're already attack speed capped, then you might not need Wendigo, right? I'm new, yeah, I might be new to English, but I'm not new to Grim Dawn. Ling Fengel. Oh yeah, you're new to Grim Dawn though, whoops. I thought you like calling me that name. Yo, how are you, man? I quite like the build of two-handed Vitality Bone Harvest Ritualist. I saw on YouTube, it works on the game today. I'm new to English as well, English.
So how
Yeah, it does still work. I do plan on like revamping that build a little bit in the future though, but it should still work as it stands. Like it will only get better when I like redo it, or, like tweak it a little bit around. But yeah, it definitely works as it stands as well.
See you around.
Got something you need, Stab?
Do with my Warp Krieg Spellbinder. Nice. And yeah, I did a Krieg melee Spellbinder as well. Also, I just fucked up my components, right? Whoops, I shouldn't put them there. What am I doing? I put all of my components there. What am I doing?
Safe with me.
Ripped components.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I'm used to not using,
Safe storage.
not playing SSF on. Anyway, let's put the stuff here. I need to fix my armor and HP, it's really low. Yeah, it's not the best, I agree. It is definitely not the best. I do want to fix that stuff once I have access to augments here, like right now.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I need what? I need poison and chaos, right? What do I have on these right now? I have Pierce and Stun. Pierce and Stun, that's not too bad. I could just get Pierce here instead, right? And then get like health here, for example, right? Health, fire away, armor. That's for pets. That's trash. Let's try something like this for now.
See you around.
Alright, we already have 10k now, at least. That's not too bad.
Something you need stashed?
But yeah, using those will still fuck up my pole and chaos runs, right? It's so sad.
I wasn't sure you. I wish I'm going to.
I'll skip the Legion is split.
Legion of Split, yeah. I need to go back here and do some bounties for Devil's Crossing first, before we do some Legion stuff. How's the Legion, by the way? It's not too bad either, actually.
Well, the world. Damn. Now that.
Okay. A tainted brain matter. I have 12. I'm not gonna give him a brain though. That's expensive, right? Cuspis. Who's Cuspis? Cuspis the Blood Drinker. Who the fuck is Cuspis, dude? I have no idea who that is. Yo, Circle of Life, how are you? Welcome on, welcome on. Yeah, Linux is like really good now. There we go. I mean, I kind of want to like get a new computer, or like either update my current computer, or like just get a new computer at the end of this year as well, or like at some point this year as well. And I'm thinking about Linux as well, actually. Like maybe, because why not? Yeah, like I know it's like my dad used to have a Linux computer as well, like years ago, and Linux did have some compatibility problems back then, like lots of them actually, which could still be fixed, but it was like a additional hassle, right? Yeah, but now it should, like, apparently it's like way easier now, right? So let me Google this actually. Cuspis the Blood Drinker. I have like no idea about bounties. I don't really do them that much. So Cuspis has 2 spawn points within the Depraved Sanctuary. Alright, so let's reset the game and do Depraved Sanctuary again then. Cuts down on PC price by like half. I mean, I never paid for any Windows, to be honest. Because either, I mean, I'm not using like any hacked Windows or something like that. But I was always using either like a student license or something like that. Like, I've never ever actually paid for Windows.
Come, friend, right to.
And it's like, I don't know, it's expensive AF, right? That's like another, like, yeah. I mean, I'm not even getting Office, and like I would never get Office, like Microsoft Office, if I didn't have a student license for that either. Because I would just use like OpenOffice or something like that, or like LibreOffice, right? Like those things work as well. They're not like some people say that like they're so much worse, blah blah. I mean, they're not worse. They're just like a little bit harder to like use maybe for some people who are not like good at computers. But other than that, they're like perfectly fine. No, I didn't hack anything. Yeah, right. Or like just use Google Docs, right? I mean, you could do that as well. Yeah, I would have to like check it out how things work on Linux, like via Steam Play or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess you probably already checked it out, right, Audios? Like, how would you play Grim Dawn, for example, on Linux? Like, I haven't checked it out yet because I'm not buying a computer like tomorrow. I was just like thinking about it, and I didn't really like put like too much thought into it yet. I just thought like after seeing you and Renan having like computer problems as well, and like you speaking about Linux, I was like, well, maybe I should just think about that as well, right, in the future when I get a new one as well, or like update my current one. I mean, I'm gonna get like a new motherboard, and new motherboard is basically like a new computer anyway, I'd say. Wait, did I miss Cuspis? I thought he's like gonna spawn in here, right? Or did I miss Cuspis? Don't stand inside a sigil for too long. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. That's why I Steam play. Alright. Where the fuck is Cuspis? Who's Cuspis? What is Cuspis even? Oh, there he is. Okay. And LaTeX? I mean, I'm using LaTeX for like university stuff anyway, so... That's no problem. Oh, some require words though? Wait, what? Oh, you mean like, yeah. Wait, what? Journalists? Wait, are there like people out there who tell you like you shouldn't write your papers on LaTeX but in Word instead? Like what? What? That still exists actually? That's weird, man. Like at my university, or like whoever I met so far were like, well, if you can't write it in LaTeX, just use it, like write it in Word, but we prefer you to write it in LaTeX. That's basically like what everybody who I know so far told me.
See you around.
What difficulty level is this? This is ultimate. This is the highest that you can play at basically right now. Reanimators. Alright, let's get some reanimators then. Because we're still not revealed, right? Or are we? No, still like 3.2k away. 3 reanimators. I mean, where do you find reanimators? You find reanimators like on the Warden's lab, I guess. I mean, yeah, I know people do play it on, like, do play Titan Quest and Grim Dawn on Linux. There probably is some people in chat right now that also play Grim Dawn on Linux, right? So yeah, those games should not be a problem. But maybe other future games might be a problem, I don't know. Probably not, actually. I mean, if you have like trouble running like games on Linux, right, you could always like use a Windows... like you don't really need like a new machine for that, you can just use like a different partition for that, right? Because like when you install Linux, you can always like just install another partition, right? You just need like... I mean, if you want to keep things clean, you just use like another hard disk drive, like a SSD, right? Solid state drive, right? And install like Windows on that one. If it's needed. I mean, that's like how you used to do it, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, I don't know, or like 15 years ago. I don't really know how you would do that now. Maybe that's like not ideal anymore. So we killed how many reanimators? Actually 3 out of 3, right? Oh, that was fast. Okay, nice. You play Grim Dawn on PlayStation 1. Oil and gas, and some journals are still in the Stone Age. Oh, you're in oil and... oh, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine, yeah, like...
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
if you're working, like, in a field that is basically stuck in the last century as well. That you would still use technology from the last century as well, right? Makes sense. Oh wait, these are not these. Oops, I thought these are like the same. My bad. The Doomforged breastplate has like 900 more armor, right? This is not bad at all. Also 8% HP, physique, wit, and aetherness. This would be pretty decent actually. It does convert acid to wit, which is whatever, and it gives me like basically no damage. But Praetorian doesn't give me any damage either, right? I would lose like 35 kills for us though. That's still terrible. Yeah, I gotta get revered here and then do like a proper switcheroo, right? Gerthon and Zembrand. Wait, these guys again? Those are like in the lab, right? Yeah, Wasted for example, he's playing in Linux, there we go. Right? I mean, at least you guys are not like Cole, who are like stuck in like the the century before the last century, right? I mean, it's always not entirely true because like there are like cleaner. I mean, clean coal is not clean coal, obviously, just cleaner coal, but it's still dirty. Back in the way, my day, we used to beat our cats. What the heck? What are you even saying? I mean, you're just quoting random people, quoting random quotes. That's dumb. Yeah. Back in my days, it's something you never want to say when you're German or in Germany, kinda. I mean, I know people still say it. People are also idiots sometimes. But then again, if you just go like far back enough, like back in time enough, right? As an American, you don't want to say that either, right? I don't know. I just want to live in the future, not in the past. Like, rather than the present as well. So we killed the two, right? Yeah, we can just go back to Devil's Crossing. But why again, like... Then again, why not kill Warden Krieg, right? It's so funny, like, if you move here, you don't hear any music, right? No, not. It is when he's like in the transformation, right? These boots are actually not bad as well, right? I think I got like 2 of them already. Because I also have like percent all damage and like elemental silvers, away, HP. They're like pretty universally usable. I mean, they're not great for cold, but they're usable, right? SMH to your head. And you tried Kaden Soldier and Vitality Necromancer? Those are not bad, but there are like so many more things you can try right in this game. Boris. Let's get Boris again. Because we are not revered yet, are we? Nope. Still like 2k missing. I think you get like around 1k per bounty, right? 1k reputation. A little bit less, obviously, but since you're already like also killing other mobs on the same, like at the same time while you're doing that bounty, which might give you reputation as well. You're usually getting like around 1k reputation per bounty, right? Kinda. Maybe a little bit less. Yo, Kree, welcome on, welcome on. You have game crashes in Morndale. Oh, that sucks. Wait, where's Morndale? It's over here, right? I'm using boards. What? What was the next one? Bola the Raven and Staunton Mines. Wait, where's Staunton Mine? She's over here. Oh yeah, here, okay. That sounds easy enough. Boris the sneaky Russian. What do you mean you're not a gamer? Adios. So again, Boris here, right? Oh yeah. What am I doing? I thought I had mirror up, but I didn't. It's almost died. Then I got confused and ran even though I had to ghoul up. Oops. Don't do that, chat. Don't do that. I did already kill whoever I was gonna kill. I don't know, he just ball out the Raven. Or she has. Or he, I don't know. Okay, he's dead now. Should get revered with Mammoth for XP and
See
potions.
what's left of my wares.
I mean, that would be boring though. But yeah, you can definitely do that. On like lower difficulties like Elite. Or normal even. And if it's like your first character ever, right, you should definitely do that. Like, probably on normal already. These are actually not bad at all. Might just use these actually.
Put it to good use.
Together with like the other items I have in stash, right? And I'm still not revered. Alright. Let's kill Zalazar as well. The main line's still in Homestead. Main quest line. Yeah, I'm like at Homestead right now. I didn't like go any further so far. But yeah, what Batsko said, like getting revered with my mouth and also, yo, Kerplank, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Adios. Can't dodge that, Adios. Thank you, man. Now, Adios. Be a nice boy and make sure to thank Kerplank for your gifted sub, right? I know you hate being a sub, but... Thank B. Thank the bees. Adios has a sub.
Well met.
Also Tanga 6005. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on, welcome on. $5 a month. Dude, when you're not partnered, it's not even $5, dude. What are you even talking about? And even if you are partnered, I think it's not $5 either. I mean, you should know that, obviously. But... yeah, 2-piece Chaos Silver Sentinel could fix it, yeah. I mean, if I find 3-piece Silver Sentinel, I would just use 3-piece Silver Sentinel like right away. And that's like the goal, or like the ideal blue set to get right now, would be Silver Sentinel, for sure. I mean, I didn't find it yet, so we can't use it right here, but if you do find it at around 84, you should use it like immediately. Like, Silver Sentinel is gonna give you lots of damage and also pretty decent resistances, right? It does have kind of bad armor, but like for level 84 it's still like decent armor, I would say. It's just gonna be pretty squishy at like level 100, but up until 100 you can definitely like be safe with that Silver Sentinel set as well. Beats the time. OP OP.
See anything you
It's
like?
even less than partnered? Wait, what? Wait, how is it less when partnered? Wait, final March, what the heck? That's OP actually. Mythical Final March is a pretty nice pair of pants, not gonna lie. This is pretty good. 32 kills, I mean 32 to 8, 30 to 12 kills with a slow rest. That's pretty good, except for the stun rest, right, that we're gonna lose. But still, I'm definitely gonna use these as well. I just need to like fix my stun rest somehow. Alright, so we are 84, we are revered with Devil's Crossing. No, let's check out the vendor here. So once you are revered with a faction, right, you can buy armor augments, obviously. Also you can buy these mandates, which you should buy and then put into your stash. If that's like your first character, right? Poison Bleed. Poison Bleed. Could use Poison Vit here now. Okay, so if you use those, right, you have the Chaos problem. If you use those, we have not any Chaos problem anymore, but we have a Poison problem. If you use those, don't really have a Poison problem. What's the other thing in stash? Other things in stash, rather.
Got something you need stashed?
So we have the... it's like 2-piece Silver Sentinel. Yeah, I do have 2-piece, but it's like level 65, right? It's not the 84 versions. I have Fit and Mask for +1 all skills as well. This might be not too bad. It's gonna be bad resistances though. Poison, oh yeah, the stun as well, right? Yeah, like Praetorian's so good for all the stun stuff, it's so crazy actually. But I use some shoulders, yeah, maybe that's right. I use those on shoulders. It's gonna be down to 40 pierce. Okay. Could also use Time Warped Walkers, right? Let's have Aether, Poison, Bleed, and Still Rust. And 4% Visitors as well, actually, on top. You have lots of builds with Final March. Is BIS in some builds still? Yeah, just bounty farming, so not much. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. So welcome back, Rattle. Yeah, it can fix bleed and poison. I mean, I was already using that, right? I was using the Slith Venom here, right? Like twice actually for poison bleed. So if I lose these, those are gonna be even worse. That's the thing. I mean, I can just fix poison with this, right? It's like 70 poison rush. Wait, what else would I want to use here? I might want to use these, right? For the health. Elemental is gonna be so bad though. What about Bounty Hunters instead of Phantom Mask? Has Pierce and Pose instead of Elemental and Wit, and Slow. And HP. These have bleeding as well, right? Yeah. I would only lose some chaos if I use these, right? And some Aether as well, actually. But yeah, they do have more Physicalness, more move speed. I mean, less physique in the A though. Slithering can fix? Perhaps, yeah. This is Wit and Bleed right now. Oh, I already saw the Slithering, I think. Whoops. Whoops. So we'll take off this stuff. What do I use for chest? I have no good chest, right? That's the only one I have. Or like a green one, maybe. Venomancers. That's just bad. Yeah, I can't even use those because of the conversion. It's terrible. How's my Wit and Aether? It's not bad at all. I think I need to use this one instead of right now. But then I have like 0 HP, right? What is this, 8.8k? Oh god. I could just use these, right? And get like full poison rush. On pretty much everything. Or these. Yeah, these are actually better. Then I kinda like get rid of these two elements as well. And now get the full poison blade stuff in here, right? So I have some pierce stuff here though. Like one. Yeah, I need to be careful here. Not to mess that up. Okay. I mean, I don't even need that much, like, Wit and Poison, right? Could get away with, like, a little bit less.
I'll give you a good price.
Yo, Hyperion, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. It's 10th of July. Oh. Good to know.
See you around.
So we put 1, 2 of these here. And then another one. 79 blade, what the heck is this? I'm using a Aether Sword here, right? I could just use like a Black Tallow instead, actually. I could use like a Black Tallow instead of the Arcane Lance as well, for example. That should be fine. So for Black Tallow, I just need some Aether Crystals and Seals of Binding, right? Because for Black Tallows, you need to craft Redstones, right? 1, 2, 3. And then for that, you, well, needed the Aether Crystals, and then for the Black Tallow, you just needed 3 Seals of Binding, right? Yeah. So let's use that here instead, actually. And then use a Survivor's Perseverance again here. Sean! Sean! Sean!
My specialty.
I don't have a bot for that.
Give me back something interesting.
So what would you put into like pants and boots now? I mean, you could put
Safe storage. No questions.
I mean, I definitely had like one of these, right? In my personal stash, and I definitely also had like one of these in my personal stash, right? Oh wait, actually, no, I don't need, no, I don't need to like put anything from personal stash here. I just need to craft a, what's it called? 6 watch, right? And put that into the metal. So I'm gonna craft like a resilient plating, and then a silk, hello? 6 watch. To fix Pierce and Bleed on it. Just imagine Mythical Praetorian. Yeah, it will be pretty broken probably. But Agent hates you, by the way. I mean, he does, yeah. I don't know if it is like for good reason or not, I don't know, but
Safe storage.
he doesn't like you, that's for sure. Wait, I also have these. No, these are garbage. These are like low level, no armor, right? So, gloves are low level. I mean, Praetorian Set is still low level. And rings are, well, they're still fine. Not that super amazing. Also, I would like to try to farm another one of these actually. Because Interrogators is a decent prefix, but Celerity is like completely useless, right? Pierce and Chaos Stress, interesting. What does this one give me? Elemental Rest only. No. I need Wit and... yeah, I do actually need the bleed on these, right? It's not bad at all. Also, this one doesn't give me a +2 lethal assault, which is better as well, right? So these gave me +2 arcane will and +2 Night's chill. I think I lost +2 in lethal assault actually, but that's fine. It's not like too bad to lose that.
Let me clear
I'd rather
the
have
mind
like
of
decent
regret. Farewell.
resistances and armor, right? But yeah, I should be able to, yeah, I can just do the Hargates quest, right? And get like a better amulet here, hopefully. So let's do that real quick. You don't know why either. Well, yo, Coffin Spirit, how are you, man? Welcome on. Oh, did you kill Mogdrogan? Oh, you killed Ravager of Flesh and Mogdrogan on the first try. Dude, nice. Congrats. Pog. Champ. Yeah, Kerplunk, you should beat Ravager and Monk Drogon as well. That's something you should do. And Lokar, yeah. Go Super Saiyan and kill those. With 1 amulet and 6 runs. Yeah, I think I need to run this place like for 3 to 4 times as well until I got the first one. I don't know. Elena's necklace has a like 2 low drop chance, I think. I don't know. It's pretty good though. So maybe it's fine having like such a low drop chance because of a really good item. The place that you have to like run to farm it though is, I don't know. I don't like it. I guess nobody likes it. Can't shit, dude. Yeah, whenever you're fighting these totems, the like anti, or how do you say that? Like the detoggle onto like all the items is pretty nice, right? To like hide all items, like a toggle to hide all items. Let's call it that way, right? It's pretty nice. Yeah, the asset is really annoying. It will happen. It will be glorious. Still, I'm waiting for that moment. That's gonna be hog champ, dude. It's gonna feel as good as like you killing, I don't know, 10 of those titans with whatever X-Max you're playing. Probably even better, dude. Anyway, we were here to kill Nana, right? And to farm her for her all amulet. Oh wait, okay, I mean, I guess we're taking this one, right? What is this? Shield of Frostbite? I mean... It's a double magic actually, it doesn't have like Aether resistance on it, but... That's not bad, right? That's pretty good. No, kill Karagada. You're playing softcore, right? If you're playing softcore, then just try. But yeah, Kalagadra is definitely also harder than Ravager. And you can try her like on Elite or normal first, right, if you want to. Better start doing hardcore. My first character will probably be a build using either Dark Ones or Creekstone, yeah. That's probably like the easiest to do. And you can also do Spellbreaker, but Spellbreaker definitely is a little bit, well, harder to play. Found Aladra's Spellblade. I mean, this is like not good for the spell at all, not, unfortunately. Let me also keep these add-ons here. And put these back into stash, right? Now, I mean, the good thing is that I did get a LNS necklace, right? But the bad thing is that I got a level 94 one. And honestly, I would have preferred to have gotten a level 84 one instead. Because then at least I could use it right now already. So let's just put more. Let's get more stash here, right? More stash space is pretty necessary now. And that's gonna be the mythical useful items stash, right? Like these items. Or like, that's not really mythical, but it's still pretty useful. Still pretty useful. Let's put these here for the Mistborn Talismans. And I mean, I guess we can just blow up all the others, right? How much dynamite do I have? I have like 3. Never mind, I can't blow up things then. I mean, these weren't bad, but I'm not gonna use them after all, right? Yeah, same for these, right? Or this, or that. Or this, I guess, right? Like, these are not bad. I think those are not bad items, but yeah, can't really use them. Or rather, I have found better things anyway, right? Maybe... No, that's not good enough, right? I'm just gonna sell it, actually. Maybe not. Okay.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh yeah, I have to like put my Linus in there. Playlist? Just in-game music right now. Not really much of a playlist going on right now. I still have garbage sunrise, right? I need to fix that. How do I fix sunrise? It's like stun reduction, right? Or something. Reduced stun, I think it's called. Reduced stun duration, actually. Yeah, duration. Stun duration. I mean, throne is good for that. Chariot is good for that, right? Like, I might wanna have to spec into Throne and Chariot instead of like Dying God and Revenant. Because if you go for like purple, you wanna go for Elemental Storm as well, right? Yeah, maybe I should try that. Let me put like grimtools up real quick here. What the character as he stands, right? Beginner Sandy. Level 84 right now. Yeah, Chariot is pretty decent. I mean, it's like a good overall devotion. It's not really like crazy good for some builds or something like that, but it's like good for pretty much all builds. And then, yeah, let's just theory craft this a bit here. Let's change around devotions a bit. So if we change around devotions, we would, or like rather I would take out probably Dying God. Or rather Revenant for sure. Revenant is pretty bad if you go for purple and take Rowan's Crown instead, right? So that stuff, and then you, or rather I would like to go for... I need less blue, right? And then get Chariot. Maybe get rid of Spider actually. Yeah, the problem is that I would have too much red with this stuff, right? No, we can't take out Eel, right? Eel is too good on outblades. Could take out that maybe. Could take out this one as well. And then either get these 2 nodes for like the kills and the elemental rush, or get back the attack speed from Spider, right? Like this. Or you take out these points as well. Take out these as well, then like get something for blues instead. Take out Hawk, Spider, and the green here. I mean, yeah, the green here is gone already. Take Raven instead. And then do what for the blues? And I could also try like going for Obelisk, right, as I said earlier, like get Viper instead. Get the Viper instead. Viper. No Viper, honestly. Get Viper instead, get like Panther and Lion. And then like one here, and then yeah, it's like not enough points though, right? Should I get Celestial Presence for minus 15 CRR on Conduit? CDR on Conduit. It works just on Summon Guardian of Empyrean. Wait, what? I don't quite understand. Wait, what? Wait, Celestial Presence is the... That's the RR from the Guardians, right? It's not bad, but it only works if you... Like, the RR on the Conduit for Guardians of Empyrean don't work if you only have those, right? Because the game can't attach the minus X RR, like minus X% RR debuff to those guys. It needs to be on Celestial Presence, so you need to have like 1 point here to make use of the Conduit. And should you get it? I don't know, like, I have no idea which build you wanna like use it on, right? I'm using it on, for example, my Chaos Spin to Win guy, right? There it's not too bad, I would say. I have no idea like which build you're playing. But yeah, it only works when you actually use the Celestial Presence aura as well. If you don't use that, then it doesn't work. So let's go back to Ultas here actually. And the Hawk thingy that I had before, right? Yeah, I think this is not like this should be still better. And Viper is not really that needed then. Just get this here. Right. Could also get this, right? 15 physique, 15 spirit, and 15 DA. Is that better than 5% HP? Hard to say, right? Wait, I still needed one more blue, right? What am I doing? Wait, what? What did I have before here? I mean, this could work, right? So how would that change up my build compared to before? So compared to before, I would have about the same OA and DA. So like losing Dying God is not too bad. I would have 67% stun rate instead of 30%, so that's definitely a lot better. Also, I would have another like healing and DA proc, so I would like have more DA and armor with my procs now. Then also I would have a 1.3k Frostburn and 1.7k Cold instead of 1.7k. Yeah, it's about the same, right? It is less Frostburn, but like the same Frostburn, but like a little bit more cold damage. So that's also fine. And I would have a lightning resistance problem though. which I could fix maybe somehow. Oh yeah, how's my chaos? It was 11 instead of 16. That's like 5% less. That's fine. Aether was 32 back then. Now it's 42, so I don't really need Aether to rest that badly anymore. Bleed 9% instead of 9%. Poison 16. What is it? 16, 23, 20, oh 15. Okay, we have more pierced rest then. So I could switch this around to a like lightning fire augment instead of a fire pierce augment, right? That's probably good actually. Yeah, let me try these devotions instead. So, what do I have to change? I will have to change some things here, right? You can either use Aether Crystals to like change around your devotions step by step, or you can use these Tonics of Clarity that you got while leveling as well to reset your devotion points, right? We're gonna use one here and then do these new devotions, right? So we need 2 points here and here. Then we need the Jackal, the Ghoul, the Eel, right? Then with that we can do, well, nothing so far, right? Spider. Alright, Spider. Spider into Murmur. Yeah, we need to put this one here as well. Throne. Chariot. To like Arcane Will, for example. It's not too bad. More blues, right? So Amatak. Then to get Watcher, I actually need to like get another blue devotion first, right? So that's Watcher, and then we're gonna retrieve that here and then go into... It's only Ultos and Rowan's Crown remaining, right? So let's do this. Let's go to the Spiritor Guide real quick, and then I'm gonna check out your Blood Fallen.
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
So take out Lizard again, take out the 2 nodes here.
Safe journey.
Get this to, well, I don't know, ABB for example, and get Ultos to Fury. This should be good. And I need more Lightning Rust, right? So we need to fix Lightning Rust in Homestead. Homestead should have Fire Lightning Rust augments, right? So let's get 2 of those.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Like one here instead of the Fire Pierce, and one here instead of the Poison. Seems good. We actually have 28% Fizz Rest as well. That's, I think, more than before. Probably a little bit less attack speed and a little bit less love state as well. Yeah, only 4% is actually really low. So I think I wanna put the Anti-Venom Salve in the boost instead. Yeah, let's do that. Anti-Venom Salve, let's craft one. This is pretty cheap to craft, right? 3 scrap, one of that, one of that, one of that. Should have that, and then we're gonna use like a Restless Remains, right?
Storage. No questions asked.
Should definitely have one of these before, right?
Safe with me.
So let's put this into those items and get like some more love set that way.
Let's take a look, shall we?
So you can put these into your gloves, right? Like this. And we need some more poison rust, right? The poison Vitras one, for example.
Come see what's
From
left.
this guy.
Wares. Put it to good use.
I mean, already have one, whoops. The question is, or like the big question is my Aether and Chaos good enough? No, it's not. Right, we still have to use a Survivor's Perseverance, because ideally, at this stage of the game, you want to have like triple Survivor's Ingenuity and like your rings and your amulet. But sometimes you just need to use something else for resistances instead, right?
See anything you like? Put it to good use.
Alright. Okay, let's continue here. So this character is pretty much finished like this, right? I should like put another grimtools in here now, right? Also fix the command on the Nightbot. Alright. Oh, nice cluster. Whoops. Don't do that at home. So, am I gonna do some more stuff here? Maybe like 1 or 2 more quests, right? Let's do like Gruesome Harvest. Let's check out those build how it is right now. Yeah, Deceiver is probably stronger than Paladin, to be honest. But if you don't like Blood of Drake, then you can play Paladin, or what did you play? Purifier, right, instead. More like Keckbreaker. Yo, Criblord, how you, man? Welcome, man. The Keckbreaker. How's the Keck Lord himself? Wait, are you still in here, or did you already leave? Did you already leave? No, you didn't, right? Ah, you're offline? Yeah, you're always offline. Kegger. Kegbreaker. The Kegbreaker. Alright. It's a party. Break some kegs. Yeah, I'm probably too zoomer for that as well. Use pasta as toothpaste. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand now. Yeah, actually, it's kind of the same in Germany. Like hand me over the pasta might be like hand me over the toothpaste in German as well. Ananas, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the same in German. It's Zahnpasta, which is like tooth pasta. Literally the same pronunciation of pasta as well.
I can't open that.
I mean, you can't open that. You just opened it. What are you saying? She's lying to us, chat. This is bad, man. Okay. The shrine can be a little bit monkas, by the way. So, whenever you feel like you wanna use your mirror, just use it right. Yeah. Or even move out. I don't know. It can be a little bit scary. Because of all the poison on the ground. I'm finding so many like legendary venom items, right? Venom Tongue Mantle, Right Against Jam. This thing is like Vitality, I mean Acid Chaos as well, right? Where are the code items at? Need some code items. Wait, am I not using my spirits anymore? I have no spirits. Oops. I would probably also use them to proc stuff, right? Because spirits are pretty good at proccing stuff. Like the bad thing about using Elemental Storm now instead of Revenant is gonna be that, well, Revenant is already level 16, right? It's like 20 RR. And Storm is level, what, 4 now, so it only has 15 RR. But Storm will scale like higher than Revenant. So, I mean, yeah, ideally, as long as we have like enough health and lifesteal and attack speed, the Round's Crown devotion should be better than the Revenant devotion. Yeah. What's up with my energy regen, by the way? I have like 0 energy regen. So weird. I have someone leech, I think. I mean, yeah, Phantasmal Armor has a leech, right? Right? Yeah, 33% chance of energy leech retaliation. So if I get hit, I will leech their energy, right? Kinda like that. Only if I get hit by melee attacks though, right? Because everything else doesn't proc retaliation. Monkas. Wait, Monkas? What's Monkas? My energy regen? It's pretty funny actually. It's like actually 0, right? Or like 1... It's like 1.5 per second. Or like 2 per second, something maybe. Actually 3.4, but that's 3.4. Oh yeah, I guess. I can't count seconds. Energy draining scars? Wait, what has energy drain? Devotions maybe? I don't have Viper. Wait, what? What am I gonna say? Should take off Maven's Sphere for energy regen. Nice try. I mean, whenever I'm not in combat, I guess I could do it, but then again, like, just use energy pots, right? Coincidence? I think not. Alright, 12 points is like the new sweet spot for that, right? Planting burst at 12 is like pretty good now. So we have achieved that. And now I guess we're gonna put some more points into... It's hard to say actually. Because... there's so many points I still need. Like ideally I would have to like... get so many points actually. What's my crit damage right now? It's probably terrible, right? 20%. Chance to crit. Yeah, okay, let's get more crit damage then. Yeah, and like stay away from combat and an ARPG, right? Just don't get hit. Just don't attack. So we can actually just face tank this guy. But in the end, like whenever he does his either like fire waves attack, right? Or his like quick succession slams, right? Which he actually didn't do at all. Then you just mirror up, right? I'll check it without. That's 14 without, yeah. I mean, obviously, Maven's Sphere is gonna leech, like, drain lots of energy, that's nothing new, right? We found the Justice Gloves. Which... Dude, how the fuck, like, what is this?
Got something you need stash?
I found 2 of those already, like 3 actually. I've blown up one of these. And now I found the mythical one already as well. What the heck, dude? I don't want to play Totem. Totem asset. I mean, the gloves could be actually useful there, maybe. Actually, they have like, what, 6 stats only for me? I mean, those 6 stats could be sick though. 6 stats, right? Maybe not actually. Oh, whatever, they're actually bad.
I'll hold on to that for you. See anything you like?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yikes, he said. I thought you're not religious.
There was much my scouts have.
Just the person. There are 2 of. I have come to represent Kaiman's. I have come to represent.
You found 5 Belgo run, 5 Belgo tests in your first run. What the heck, dude? Yeah, sometimes RNG is just being weird. Or rather, RNG is just being RNG, right? You can get whatever you get, right? Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop this episode right at the Zeros Bastion rift here. And then we're gonna continue with the Blood Grove and Act 4 on the next episode, right? Congrats, Adios. Wow. Wow face.
May the light.
Alright. Oh, we actually have the seeds already? Alright, there we go. Yep. So yeah, next episode we're gonna continue on with the Blood Grove, kill Bolvar there, and the other quests that you already know from Elite and Normal, right? There's not really too much new stuff that we're gonna do there yet, but there's gonna be some other new stuff that we're gonna do on future episodes, right? So yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching. That's on YouTube as well, and I will see you around on the next episode.